Is
You
crazy.
talk about me, bro?
Yes. How do we say your name?
Safifu.
You can say that whatever you want, bro. Sepifo, bro. Like, it's all good.
All right.
Yeah,
We're going back. Look, Safifu, we can answer your map questions after we go over the observation.
Okay, bro, no problem. Take your time, bro.
All right.
Take your time.
Thank you, bro. All right, Half. Okay, so I'm going to post the full video for you. Okay, so the whole observation.
Yeah, I want the video and I want the science PDFs.
Science PDFs.
What does that even mean?
Is it not backed by? I mean,
what is the science PDF?
It's the same one I posted.
I mean,
PDF, the science breakdown in PDF, like blocked down. It's basically just a document that states that they did the research.
About what?
Is that not Indio? Is that what do you have?
What you want?
Describe the PDF and its content. Don't just say it.
It's a science.
Yeah,
it's like basically just a science sheet. I'm not a scientist. I don't know what they're called.
Sentence.
All right, I got something that might meet your expectations. Okay, so here's all of the information about the test that was done. It's just an observation. There, it's in the side chat there, so you can see all the details written out there. Okay, so here's the location.
Is this published by an actual university or anything?
No, this is.
Why would that matter?
It's done by an attorney named Taboo Conspiracy.
Why do you matter?
Yeah, why would it matter? Why does it got to be done by a university?
Why do you matter? Are you published by a university?
I wouldn't reveal that information anyway.
Because you don't.
Yeah, you're just being fallacious right now, bro. You're just starting to appeal to credentials.
Because he's just.
You're trying to create an artificial construct.
Third field, being a freaking asshole. I wasn't even talking to him. He's just out here talking.
Look, because it doesn't matter if it's published by a university or not. It's either true or false based upon it, not some other third party.
Okay, if you don't have an actual documentation of each step you did in each degree and why you did those things in a scientific...
You've never read a scientific paper in your life, dude.
Oh, no, but I have science niggas that do. That's why I have them.
Science niggas that do?
Yes. My best friend, he loves biology, all that kind of stuff. He's a
biology. Does he like geometry?
Oh, he hates it, but he'd read something about send it to him.
Well, there's geometry in it because the shape of the Earth is a geometric claim. Shape, geometry. So when you say Earth is X shape, then you're making a claim about geometry.
Correct.
Okay, so he needs to know. He needs to be able to do third grade geometry. Can you do third grade geometry?
Third grade geometry would just be what?
Circles, spheres, cubes. Pyramid.
Oh, that? Wow. And can you put them in the holes? I don't know if you can, but you might be close.
No, so what we're talking about is the claim that Earth is a sphere. What DJ's trying to show you is that
and I'm willing to. I've been having conversations with them for a while now.
I know. I've been listening.
Conversations.
I've been listening on YouTube.
Not sure why. What's going on
here? This isn't open chat. This isn't like, are you having a one-on-one debate or something? I
thought it was, but now you're here, so we can have a debate as well. So what would you like to debate?
You can't debate me. You don't know anything.
Oh, damn!
You don't. You don't know anything about this topic. Why don't you just tell the truth?
I don't. That's why I've been asking questions.
Okay, so I'm trying to break it down to you. The shape of the Earth is a geometric claim, and as such, we can test that geometry by measuring things, right? Just like you would test the geometry of a building or a house by measuring the properties of the house with like a tape measure or some other thing. We could do this.
My question, the thing that you popped you out is like, why is there
amazing not a how you can't actually address what it said? That's crazy. Yeah, because it's irrelevant. It's called a red herring. Things are true or not, whether there's a published paper about them. If you jumped the rope yesterday, you wouldn't need a published paper to demonstrate the fact.
Okay. So if you watched every YouTube video that I ever sent you, do you just believe them, or are you going to go through the scientific?
No, I would
papers to
evaluate
actually
them one by
believe-
one. I would evaluate them one by one.
Yes, and actually back them up with theories.
So we're
and
trying to get
actual
you to
other
evaluate
scientific
this one.
papers to actually prove that one was correct, right?
Okay.
Because we're using
You would-
formulas, a bunch of other
Yeah,
bullshit
we're
inside of
trying.
it
Yeah, we're trying to walk you through evaluating this one.
without a scientific paper.
You don't need a scientific. We can describe it to you. We could basically tell you what was happened. What, and you can watch what they did. You don't need a scientific paper.
I'm not gonna watch. What
I reduced it to paper
through a screen without any actual validation that what they're showing on screen.
How does a
is actually
scientific
valid.
paper validate it? Because they wrote it down?
Dude, the guy. Do you know what CGI is?
Oh, so this is CGI? Well, you can actually demonstrate this is not CGI because you could just go replicate it.
Then I would love to do so, but I don't have the time or give a fuck to actually do so.
And see, and that's the problem, really.
No,
Is that you
the
actually
problem is
don't
if
want to
you-
hear this.
No,
You
no,
can't
no,
just say,
no,
you know,
wrong,
you can't
wrong,
say that.
wrong.
You can't just
If there
say
was
that,
a
bro.
scientific paper
Shut
and it
up,
could
bro.
be backed by
Come on, mute.
peers and actual other scientists and it could be correlated by other
You
people
think-
that run the same process, I would more
That's
than
not how
love
that
to
works,
back it
Lou.
up.
That's
That's
not
how
peer-
all scientific paper works.
No,
and
it
everything in
doesn't.
science
Peer
works.
review does not replicate the experiments.
What?
They do not replicate the experiment in the paper. They don't replicate them. They're not replications. All they do, the peer reviewers, go through the paper and make sure that it has a sound methodology and there's no obvious errors.
No, and then some of them replicate.
There are no replications in peer review at all, ever. They don't do that
You're
shit.
smoking it. You.
How much money do you want to bet?
I will bet my soul.
Oh, God.
You're smoking it. You're thinking
You
that people
literally just-
Type in
publish
Google, does
scientific
peer review do
papers
replications, bro?
and then don't have other people that say
No, they don't do replications.
Say you're a scientist, right? Say you're a scientist, right? And you publish a scientific paper, and then
You
I'm
think
like,
hold
that
on, dude.
seems
Okay.
crazy.
How did
Hold
you
up.
get published? Did the reviewers replicate it?
I don't know. Let's say I'm from Harvard and you're from Stanford or something stupid like that, right? Just for hypothetical standing, right?
Go on Google.
Say-
Go on half, dude. You're ignorant. Okay, go on Google and type in
Wait,
replication.
are you serious?
Dude, stop interrupting me. Go on Google and type in replication crisis.
What does that have to do with anything?
Because this is a big problem known in science that they actually don't do replications in a lot of these peer-reviewed papers. In fact, almost 90% of them, you can't replicate the results. It's a known thing. It's been a problem for since the 1970s. It's called the replication crisis. See, you people that don't know anything about science, you think the scientists are doing something they're not doing. They're not even claiming they do that. You guys just imagine it in your head. Oh, they must be replicating shit out there. No, they're not.
Hey, how about you replicate the theory of gravity and test that out real quick?
How would I do that?
You got a roof?
Yeah, I got a roof. Is your claim that the theory of gravity or things fall?
I don't know.
No, that's not it. So
Theory.
all you've managed to do is deflect from what DJ tried to show you. So let's go back to that.
No. I'm not deflecting from what Jesus tried to show me. I'm actually in the middle of the
What was he
video
trying
right
to
now.
show you? Do you remember?
Yeah, the fucking 21 curve on the Salt Lake video, which I
And
have
what was
playing
important
right now by
about
the screen.
that? What was important about that? Why is that evidence of a flat Earth?
What are we taking? Quick notes, right? Am I supposed to
I'm just asking
check in
you,
with
like,
you or something? Are you now the
I'm
professor?
just asking you a question. It seems like you're paying attention and you're just wasting our time.
I'm not wasting your time.
Okay, so what
You
was the
decided to
import of
waste
what he
your
was
time.
trying to? What was the import of what he was trying to show you? Like, what was he trying to?
I didn't begin this conversation with you, and I will not end it with you.
Yeah, that's right. Just go on mute, dude. You weren't listening. Just admit it. You haven't been listening the whole time. Where's the other frickin'? Sorry to interrupt you, DJ. He was annoying me. He's being a freaking CNX Tuesday. Anyway, Safru, you're unmuted. Safu, whatever your name is, I call you what you want.
Yeah, bro, appreciate that.
I'll call you Inbred Jed. So Inbred Jed, said call you whatever you want.
Yeah, bro, take it. Oh, that means it's okay,
Okay,
bro.
so you had a question about maps?
Yeah, I got a question, but please, can you give me like a serious
I'll give you an answer, dude.
No. I don't need an answer. I need a serious one.
Yeah, dude. I guarantee what I tell you, you will not understand because you don't know shit about maps. So go ahead.
Nah, bro, that's why you're here, bro. You have to
I'll
show
teach
me.
you.
You have to teach me, bro.
Put a tip in the kitty, dude. Fucking tip me for giving you a free lesson on
Yeah.
map making.
Okay. I
So go ahead. What's
appreciate
your
that.
question? What's your question?
So my question is that a flight from Santiago to Sydney, it take only 14 hours. But on a flat Earth,
No.
flat
See, there's your
motherfucker-
problem right there. See, that's your problem. On a flat Earth, what is the basis of that prediction?
bro, a flat Earth.
I'm asking you, when you're saying on a flat Earth, where did you get the idea on a flat Earth would do anything?
Like distances in a flat Earth, like it's
Which flat
basically,
Earth?
like,
The flat Earth
crafted.
you made up?
I didn't mind up anything, bro. Listen,
Well,
on
how
the
do you
globe,
know the flat
everything
Earth
is
you?
perfect.
Hold on, dude. The flat Earth you're saying on a flat Earth it would do X, right? How do
Yeah.
you know that's the flat Earth we're talking about?
Because it's flat, bro. Like, does it have
So?
another shape? Like, flat is flat. It's
Yeah,
obvious,
I know,
bro.
but bro, you're referring to a specific map, right?
Yeah, I'm referring
Okay.
to a specific map in my mind, bro.
Okay, yeah. So that it's called an AE map. It's called an azimuthal equidistant projection. So if those distances are wrong, then the globe is wrong, because what you're doing is you're doing some point to point. Hey, dude, you're drawing a line between Sydney and Santiago and saying, hey, dude, this line is this long. That's not how you even measure on an AE map. On an AE map, you measure from the center of the map to each location and then calculate with a formula how far apart they are. And it's identical to what the globe says it is. So it's not wrong. You just
I
don't
got
know how
it.
to use a map. You just don't know how to use a map.
Okay, I got it, bro. But why does flight on a globe?
They're the
Earth make sense,
same.
bro? Like,
Did you not understand me? They are the same distance.
bro, they ain't the same distance. What are you talking about? Like, flat isn't globe. Like distances
Okay. So,
corrupted, bro. Like,
okay, the AE. So you see the AE map that's commonly referred to as the Gleason's map, which is technically a longitude and time calculator, like it says on the map. If you look at the bottom of that map, so it's actually a map that actually existed in the world that was patented. If you look at the bottom, it tells you how to measure distances on them. The procedure. You don't just draw a line between Sydney and Sydney and Santiago. That's not how you measure on that map. What don't you get? You would draw a line from the center of the map to Sydney, and you would draw a line from the center of the map to Santiago, and then you'd calculate the distance. Calculate. That's how they do it in the globe. They calculate a distance. They don't measure the distance between Sydney and Santiago.
I got it, bro.
So according to this calculation, in the globe they use the Haber-Sign formula. Okay? On the Gleason's map, they used something that's slightly different. But it would give you the exact same distance. So they're the same distance, dude.
I got it, bro. But like,
I told you wouldn't understand the answer.
Do you have a map from your Earth, bro? Like, I don't get it.
What you actually want is a picture from space. Why don't you just say it?
Nah,
That's what
bro,
you actually want. Give me a flat Earth picture from space. That's what you really want.
Bro, I want a map from your Earth. That's what I want, bro.
I just gave you one.
What is it? I don't
The
see it.
Gleason's map. The Gleason's map is the one you guys try to force on us. Why would you enter this chat unmuted having a conversation with somebody else? You guys have, some of you people have no freaking manners on this server.
Did you say talking to me, bro?
No, someone else. You didn't hear that person talking?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Bro,
So people, you want him to show you what the whole Earth looks like. You're saying, show me what the whole Earth looks like if it's flat. Show me a picture of it like a map. And what you're failing to realize is that the globe Earth is showing you something that you can't verify is true. So even if they're showing like what the whole Earth looks like, you can't actually test and verify that's actually true or not. So you think that you have an answer, and then we need to give you one for flat Earth, but you don't have an answer, sir. That's what you're not realizing. The answer you think is real. How do you know that's true? You don't know it's true. So you're just assuming you have a whole picture of the whole entire Earth, and then asking us if we have a whole picture of the whole entire Earth.
bro,
That's
what
your
I'm trying to say.
It's a problem, bro. It's a problem that you don't realize. You need to realize you can't test that whole idea of the whole Earth. You can't test to know if that's true or not. How are you going to do that, dude? The whole Earth? Like, how do you know what it looks like? You can't check it out. Oh, let me check it out to see if this is what the whole Earth looks like. You can't do that. So you have to believe whatever you're looking at is the true case. And then you ask us, what do you guys think is the true case? That's what you're doing. You don't even know if your answer is correct. That's the
Bro,
problem.
what I said, bro, nah, bro. What I said is that on a globe Earth, it makes sense. Flight
It
makes sense.
doesn't, brother.
On
You
a-
have never
On a
checked
flat
it.
Earth, it doesn't make sense.
How does it
Bro,
make sense?
You've never checked it, bro. This is a problem I'm trying to tell you. You've never checked the Earth to be like the way they're showing you on a map or a globe. You've never
So
seen
give
it
me an
that
example,
way.
bro. Give me an example of a flight.
We
on a
don't need
globe Earth.
to,
Give me.
because nobody can show you what the whole entire Earth looks like. Not a single living person, not one. So you think that a map is what we need to give you, but you don't even know if that map is true or not based on the ones we already have. You don't know that, dude. This is the issue.
Okay, I have another question. Wait a second. Wait a second.
Yeah, but this is hold
Can
on,
you
no,
find-
hold on, no, dude.
hold
So
on,
what you're
you hold
missing
on,
is
bro.
what you're missing is
Come on, man.
a key. You're missing a key thing that you don't understand. That the distance you think they are is based upon calculation, not measurement. How do you know that calculated distance is actually correct? And that's what Avi's trying to tell you. You don't. And you want us to compare it to the distance that you're coming up with a globe to say whether it's correct or not.
Bro, what the fuck did calculation need to be here? Like, we only need distances. Like, distances.
Where'd you get the distance from? But where'd you get it from? Where did the distance come from?
From a place to another place. That's called
Yeah,
distance.
how did you get the value, dude?
Like, it's obvious, bro. Like,
It's
someone did
obvious?
calculation.
So it's obvious how
Someone
far
did the
apart they are.
measurement.
Sydney and Santiago are fucking whatever they are. It's obvious. They didn't measure it, Sapper. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They didn't measure it. It's calculated.
What I
You
said
want
was
to say
that
something
you
over the
have, like,
fences?
listen,
My girl.
do you have a flight
Yeah.
like, on a globe
Over the
Earth?
fences, you're hot, Mike.
That can debunk being a globe. That's what I'm asking, bro. I hope you got it.
Dude, you don't get it. It's really simple. The
Yeah, he's still
distance
not
between
getting it.
Sydney and Santiago are a calculated great circle distance using the Habersign formula in the radius that was never measured. Okay? The actual flight itself varies in time by over 30%, depending on which way you're going. So they don't have a measured distance. Shut up. Don't interrupt me.
I got it.
You don't have a measured distance. You have a calculated distance. Then you came in here and said, well, the flat Earth, it don't make sense. The map you're referring to that you've seen is the Gleason's map, and the calculated distance is identical. You just don't know how to use the map. Because that whole thing is the projection of a coordinate system, which DJ was trying to tell you. And that coordinate system is the sky. It's not the ground. Because if you actually want to navigate between Sydney and Santiago, you can't do that by looking at the ground. You have to look at the sky. Right?
Yeah, I got it, bro. That's good, actually.
No, you didn't. You couldn't tell me a fucking thing I said. I guarantee you.
I bet you can't
Nah,
repeat
bro.
it back to you. Repeat
Don't
back
tell me a fucking thing I said, dude. You got all in your fifis and lost the plot.
Nah, bro, don't say that. Listen, I get it.
No, you
What I don't
dude.
get is that where is your map, bro?
There we go again.
Your real map.
That bullshit.
I just addressed it.
He just addressed it.
and you don't understand the answer. And so because you don't understand the answer, you're like, you don't have an answer, which is the
Bro.
craziest shit, bro.
Nah, listen, bro. I can't visualize like Yurma, bro. Like I
Hey,
can't.
what did I
visualize-
say? That you want a picture. That's what you want. You want a picture of the Earth from
I
space.
need a picture. Listen, there is nothing.
I know.
Can describe something more than a picture, bro. Like I need to see it to understand it. Like you just
You've
tell me
never
the measurement and stuff. I don't know.
You want to see what the Earth looks like for real?
I want to see what the Earth looks like.
Brothers,
Get in a
brothers, I
plane,
thought
fucking
you
go
were
to the
right.
beach, climb the top of a mountain.
I
That's what the
don't-
Earth looks like.
It's crazy, guys. That you like. You should have
What?
like a picture.
No.
Oh,
no,
you
you're
should have a
no.
cartoon?
No, you don't even have that. You don't even have that. So why are
I
you
have
talking?
that, bro. I swear I
Yeah.
have that, bro.
No, you don't.
You swear.
I
You're
have that,
swearing
bro.
that other people have that. That's what you're swearing. Why would you stake your honor on the claims of third parties you've never met? That's the question.
Listen, I heard you talk like for a.
Yeah,
like,
but you
an
didn't
hour.
understand what he said.
Listen,
You didn't
no,
understand.
wait a second.
You don't understand what he
Like-
said, man.
Bro, like I think Half asked you about satellite. I don't remember what did you say. Like I think you said that it doesn't exist or something.
Face is fake?
What
Yeah.
about satellites, guys? Come on, Indio, say something.
What about
bro.
them?
What about satellites? Are they exist too, or are they just
No, it
floating
depends
in
on what you mean by satellite. Are there little machines
Existence?
orbiting the Earth out in space? No.
Yeah, this one.
Is there
I'm talking
shit
about
high in
this
the
one,
air?
bro.
Yes.
Are they real, bro, too? Or are they need measurement
What do you
too,
mean
bro?
real?
Something?
There's shit
Bro.
in the air. It's not orbiting a ball. What don't you want?
The
Like, what
fuck are
aren't you getting?
saying? Okay, how about like Nilesat? Do you know Nilesat?
Say that again?
Nilesat, bro. Like it's a satellite using for TV, bro.
Bro, you don't even know what that is. Why are you bringing shit up that you can't even? You don't even know what that is, bro.
Type it.
Yeah,
Are you-
type it. So what? You don't even know what is it, man?
Type
Tell me in your own words. What is
This
it?
one.
What is it?
Type it. It's a
me.
satellite, bro.
Yo,
We use
what
it
are
on
you
my
guys
computer, bro.
talking about?
Oh,
What
silent.
is this one?
Why would you interrupt like that, dude?
Bro,
What is wrong with you people, bro? You guys got
Bro,
the
I
worst
just
manners.
joined.
You just
mute
wait
it,
your
bro.
turn, silent wizard.
Sounds like
Just
the
wait your
Indian
turn like a normal, polite human being.
It's the Indian culture, man. They do that.
Oh, did I
Yes,
do
bro.
something wrong?
Nilesat is
Okay,
a
you'll just
satellite.
go on mute.
journey.
Just go on fucking mute, bro. Like seriously.
Why are you
Fucking-
aggressive for no reason?
No, people are rude for no reason. You wouldn't act like this in real life. You wouldn't walk into a room and two people having a conversation and just start talking in it. Okay?
Because they're gonna fuck you up. That's if you do it, they're gonna destroy you, bro.
Yeah, and they should. And they should.
Yeah, bro.
And I
They
just
should.
destroyed Wizard by muting him. So moving on.
Indio,
Okay.
the question I told you, like, Nilesat is a satellite that turning at the same speed as Earth. You know.
Yeah, that's a cool
My
story.
question is, I'm using
how
this
did you
one
verify
every
that?
day.
How did you verify that?
Bro, I'm using this one every day, bro. You can't say this.
What does that mean? You're using this one every day? What are you talking about? Using it in what way?
And TV, bro. In TV, in channels, bro. The fuck?
Oh, okay. So this is what you think. This is what you think. If you have a radio transmitter somewhere and you're picking up electromagnetic waves at your satellite dish, that you can't do that unless there's a box of metal in the air rebroadcasting the signal.
Crazy, bro. Like,
He didn't even
Does
understand
it-
what you said. He didn't.
Okay. There doesn't have to be a satellite in space for you to pick up radio
I got
waves
it.
everywhere on Earth, dude.
wait a second.
In
Who
night,
said that you
listen,
didn't
brother.
understand? Who said
In
that?
19
Who said that you
Brother.
didn't understand?
God, listen closely. Listen closely.
Okay.
In 1918, were there satellites? Were there satellites
No,
in
bro.
1918? Okay. So
1918.
how come? Yeah, 1918. So how come they could talk from the United Kingdom to Australia, Sydney, Australia, in 1918?
They'd be using something else, bro. Like,
Yeah,
but there is
the
no
thing you're
satellite.
using, the thing you're using every day. That's what they're using.
Nah, bro, it's impossible.
No, bro, it's not real, man. They didn't do it, man. We need satellites. I can't talk by radio unless there's satellites. Bro, they did it in 1918 before the idea of satellites was invented. No one even had the idea for them yet.
That's crazy, bro. Like,
There's no ball in the way of the electromagnetic radiation, okay?
okay, listen. How about SpaceX? Like the train.
Yeah, I love that.
bro.
That's a great TV show. I love it.
You're a hot
What?
mess.
Favorite. It's my favorite
Bro,
show on
listen,
TV.
I saw this with my own eyes, bro. I swear on that, bro.
That's great. You saw
train.
Rocket.
Yeah, bro. No, not the rocket. Like the satellites, like the train of satellites. I saw it with my own eyes, bro. I swear on that.
So
What
you
the
saw
fuck?
roll lights in the sky, and therefore they're in space orbiting the Earth. That's what you concluded.
Indio, I get you.
I
Bro.
love how
get
you
your
don't
problem, bro.
answer any
not
questions
believing
that you
shit.
resorted to totally fucking invert and going into introvert mode where you're just in narration. Are we having a conversation? You just talking to yourself.
Indio, you're not believing shit, bro. No,
Why should
I
I?
don't know what to say about
Give
that.
me
I don't know,
one
bro.
good reason to believe in it.
Satellites are real, bro. You can say
Okay,
the
give
Earth
me
is
one
not
good
a movie.
reason to believe. Give me one good reason to believe that.
Because I'm using them, bro. I'm using
I
them.
just
What
told
the
you
fuck?
that was. I was just told you that's not required to be doing what you're doing.
So
Abdul
you
just
told me
mom.
what they using then? What are they using then?
Just radio waves coming from someplace on the ground, man.
No way, bro. And the International Space Station. How about this one?
Which
People
one?
from my country have been going to International Space Station. Like how
You
about
went
it?
to the. Really? I saw that on TV too.
Sounds on TV too.
Are you going to give me anything that just isn't a story from a third party you chose to believe?
Bro, come on. Is it also fake, bro? Is it also fake?
Safif,
It's a story you were told.
let somebody else come in here, man. You've been on the mic for a while. And you
Yeah,
haven't-
dude.
There's no evidence coming from you, so.
Yeah, so it's really simple. You were told a
you all-
story. Oh, shut
evidence,
up,
bro.
bro. Go on mute. You were told a story and you chose to believe it. That's the situation, okay? You have no way to independently verify whether those claims that you chose to believe are actually true or not. So go on believing them and have fun. Who do you want me to do next? We got Silent Wizard. We got
Hello.
1 second, Burak. We had ANH Mins.
Yeah,
you
you
have-
pick, bro.
Well, it's just he was asking some questions in the side chat that sounded genuine. So if you can open your microphone. And I don't know, can't pronounce your name. Right, you're up, Burak.
Borak Mark account किधर है bro?
Oh, dude, I didn't even see the event. Freaking the event title. Safu, you should read the event title. Story time. The globe is a story. That's what you just told us. You told us somebody else a story that they told you.
He's consulting the oracle before he talks to you.
Man, Blue Yetis are fucking sensitive, bro. I got the Blue Yeti on a table, and the table's on a wood floor, and I can hear the people talking downstairs from the vibration of the table going into the Blue Yeti. But if I turn off the mic, I can't hear them at all. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, it increases. Yeah, it increases the capability. Like I have my earbuds on when I'm using my Blue Yeti, and I
Yeah,
can hear
me
like
too.
vehicles outside. But when I take off my earbuds, I can't hear anything. Like in where I'm at.
Satellites, dude. Because of the satellites, dude.
That's what it is. The satellites, they're transmitting right to my microphone. How else would it work? Oh, the person you thought was being honest is posting corny shit.
No, that's a different one.
Oh, okay.
ANHMINHS. That was the one asking the decent questions, but they don't seem to be getting on VC. We got Silent Wizard, who kind of cut in and got muted. Should we see if they're...
Yeah, they can go. Yeah. I just wanted to take...
Silent Wizard, you're up. Well, they ran away. All right, who's got questions? Anyone?
You know what I think is like we have to be talking, and they'll interrupt when we talk. So it's not like you call on them and say, "Hey, welcome to the room." Like they leave when you do that. You have to just talk, and then their way of like saying hello is interrupting you in the middle of a sentence.
Man, they do that so much in this server. Crazy.
And
they'll come into the chat with their mic wide open, and they're like having a conversation with their family in a foreign language. Like, what is like no sense,
bro?
Dude,
and you know there's like 10 deep in that background.
Dude, at least that's just in that one room.
Yeah, call center.
You said call center.
I didn't want to say that, but yeah, that's exactly what it is. Case in point.
Is there anybody else?
There you
Case
go.
in point.
It's happening right now.
Hello, AT&T. AT&T, can I take your call?
Burak, so you got anything?
Yeah,
Hey, Silas, you just seem like you can spam memes. Can you actually show any evidence the Earth actually is a ball?
I'd love for you guys to take an IQ test, bro. Fuck.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, dude. We
is
gotta
that
get
the
this
only
one.
thing you got?
We need this one right here.
So it's so funny when people say when people you know what the IQ test isn't a test of intelligence.
It doesn't matter. Calm your tits. Fuck.
It was designed to tell if children were retarded back in the 1920s.
Oh, you used an insensitive word.
Well, that's the medical term. It's called clinically retarded.
Yep. Are you that?
Hey, if
No,
you think you're big brain, engage in intellectual discussion, man. If you think you're big brain, engage in intellectual discussion right now.
See, low IQ people think IQ matters. That's the ironic thing.
Me engaging with a conversation with you guys would just make me more retarded.
How do you know? You never have.
I'm just gonna sit here and listen.
Well, at least we can't make you more cowardly.
No, I just don't want to hear your stupid points, bro. Like, I don't want to.
Are you scared, bro?
Bro,
you couldn't.
Look, hey! We'll give you the 4. You can make the points. You can tell us how you know the Earth is a globe.
Okay.
Now, hold on, but the caveat: not how somebody else knows it, how you know it.
I'm gonna ask you a simple question.
No questions. You're gonna tell us how you know the Earth is a globe.
Why has no flat Earth?
Okay.
No.
You're gonna tell us how you know the Earth is a globe, and not how somebody else knows it. Not you, flat earthers.
Because I'm not fucking retarded, bro.
Okay, try again. I'm not fucking retarded. Doesn't tell us how you know the Earth's a globe.
You definitely got bullied in school, buddy.
Yeah, if you leave, you're bitch made, dude. Don't leave. Stay here. I want to engage with you. I want to see what you got. You're bitch made if you leave, dude. Don't leave. All right. So you think the Earth is a globe, right?
This spoonhead keeps muting me.
Yeah. You think the Earth's a globe? That's fine. Well, what evidence do you have? 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 What evidence do you have that it's a globe? What evidence do you have that it's a globe? Let's hear it.
You guys have no proof it's fucking flat, bro.
Yeah, let's see, bro. Let's see.
You don't know what our evidence, dude. You don't know what our evidence is.
What evidence do you have that the Earth is?
How do you know what our evidence even is?
Get some money. Get a plane.
No, we're not to stop you, bro. I'm not stopping you. You sound like you're bitch made. You don't want to answer the question of how do you know that it's a globe. Answer that. Let's see if you got what it takes. Do you have the stones to actually prove the Earth is a globe or not? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I can't fucking talk if I'm muted, buddy.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, then stay on topic, and you won't be muted. Every time you go off topic, you're going to be muted.
I'm literally talking about
flat Earth. Every time Flat Earthers becomes the subject, you're going to be muted. This isn't a social gathering where we talk about people. We want the evidence that the Earth is a globe. This is a question of the natural world, okay? Not flat earthers.
Yeah, go. If you can prove to us that it's a globe, you can stay in here and laugh.
Prove to me it's flat. You can't prove to me it's flat.
I asked you first. I asked you first.
Oh, you asked me first. Oh,
I asked you first. Go. I asked you first.
Yeah,
I don't. Go. Go.
It's
I
flat,
ask you
guys.
first.
It's flat.
No, you're not able to? Are you not able to?
I believe you, bro. It's flat.
You don't have to believe us.
No, I do. It's flat. It's
You
flat.
don't have to believe us.
Nah,
You can go test it yourself.
I can go test it, yeah.
Yeah, you can go test whether the Earth is flat or a globe yourself.
Plane and I'm going to fly up there, hey?
You think you can see curve from a plane? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's not.
Okay, then what are you talking about?
Why, like... God, you guys are so fucking...
Yeah, you see, you don't have an answer. You don't have an answer, bro. You don't know how it's
back to the talking about us. That's so funny.
You do not know how it's a globe, and you're just laughing. It's a nervous laughter, bro, because you can't prove it.
You're literally the dumbest person in here.
Yeah,
the dumbest.
Guys, the Earth is flat.
So people that talk about people are the dumbest people.
Yep.
All you can do is gossip. You flat earthers, you're not smart. You're dumb. I know I'm not. I know the Earth's a globe because I'm not retarded. You're talking about just what human beings think, what they do. That's not a... Listen, this is a question of what the natural world is, okay? We're not going to figure it out by examining human beings.
Gotta examine the Earth. So what is it?
Show me a picture of the edge of the Earth, buddy.
Do you see how you always do this, dude? You Globers always do this. You never want to answer the question.
Simple.
You can't.
So simple.
Nobody thinks there's an edge, dude.
Oh, you can't answer the question. You can never answer it. Why? Why do you guys always do this? Every time you come in here, we ask you, how is the Earth a globe? Oh, well, how is it flat? You can never answer the question. Just answer it. See if you can do it. You said we're stupid. How about you? You're being stupid because you can't answer the question. Answer it. How is it a globe? Go, answer it.
Fuck me.
Yeah, I know, because you can't answer it.
I don't need to answer it.
It's obvious.
Yeah, you do. You think it's
so obvious. Just take the look. If it's so obvious that the Earth's a globe and we're fucking dumb and retarded, it should take you 2 minutes to tell us how you know the Earth's a globe.
Easy.
You spent more time. You spent more time running away from the question you did would take to answer the question. Why are you interrupting me, dude? You spent more.
You two interrupt each other.
Listen. You spent more time dodging the question. You could have already answered it by now if you actually knew the Earth was a globe.
I'm not gonna answer your low IQ question.
Cause you can't.
You got me. You
got talking about people.
Bro,
what is
I've already told you, bro. The Earth is flat. I'm agreeing with you guys. Like,
yeah, you guys you're taking an easy way out. You're taking an easy way out.
You guys are so intelligent.
Taking an easy way out. Yeah, you're taking an easy way out. Yeah, this is how you're hurting, dude. You're hurting because you can't prove it.
Oh, I'm hurting.
When you leave this chat, check this out.
Flat or not, it doesn't
when you leave this chat,
you hit a nerve there, AB.
Yeah, hold on, dude. When you leave this chat, you're gonna leave with knowing that you weren't able to prove the Earth being a globe, and we know that it's flat. That's how you're gonna leave this chat, bro. You're gonna leave it that way.
I'm gonna leave knowing the Earth is flat, bro. You're so smart.
Well, no, that you couldn't provide evidence that it's a globe. You're gonna leave it that way. That's up to you. We gave you the floor.
Earth is flat.
It's up to you. You can say whatever you want.
This is the only thing you know about the globe. That there's people out there that say the Earth's the globe, and you just auto believe them. That's the only thing you know about it.
Okay, so you're saying they're lying to us, right?
No, we're saying they're wrong.
The misinformation. They're giving you misinformation.
If they are wrong, why does
stop creating a false dichotomy like they're lying or telling the truth? People can be wrong, you know.
They're giving you misinformation.
Here we go. Now nothing would change. You guys, now he's saying nothing would change. Dude, you're like just like an NPC. The hundreds of NPCs that come in here. As soon as we demonstrate that all they have is a belief, now it don't matter. It doesn't matter anyway.
And they do exactly what he does. Guys, the Earth is flat. The Earth is You're saying that because you don't want to face the facts, bro. You don't even know how it's a globe, bro.
It's flat, bro. It's just factual, bro.
Hey, okay, let's test your hypothesis that it don't matter. Right now, anyone that's in your house, go tell me you're a flat earther and find out if it matters or not.
My parents would call me a retard.
Okay, does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter.
It does. Yeah, it does because
It doesn't matter if your parents
they go
call you a
tell them.
retard. When you just admonish me for saying the word retard, that's hilarious, bro.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You're just a walking contradiction.
Maestro, ask a conductor, told me that.
You totally embarrassed yourself. I'm actually going to clip you saying, don't say retard, with you fucking saying your parents would call you a retard.
Oh, no. Yeah, there's a difference between using it to attack someone and using it for the example that I used.
Yeah, you admonish me for using it in a medical context.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, it's used appropriately when it's
unmute Maestro. Unmute Maestro. He has a point. Apparently, he has a point.
No, yeah, we're not going to have you two gang up ear rape us. No, thank you.
He said, "Get laid."
Have been. I got kids older than you, probably.
Yeah. We got every answer under the sun. Yeah, no, you're red herring away because you're avoiding the fact that you came in here saying we were retarded. You said we were retarded. We're dumb.
I didn't call you retarded. I asked you to take
whatever. So that's insinuating that. So what you're also not able to do is provide evidence that the Earth is a globe. So that's showing that the thing you're mocking us for is a thing you can't do. You can't do it, bro.
I don't need to do anything, bro. You just sound
because you can't.
You sound crazy.
Yeah,
it's not that you don't need to. You can't, and you know it. Bro, you can't and you know it.
Show me the.
Yeah, you can't. Picture.
I want your admission right now that you can't prove that the Earth is a globe. Just admit it. I'll leave you alone about it if you just admit you can't prove the Earth is a globe.
I'm not rich enough to be able to prove that Earth is a globe. I can't buy a.
So why do you believe it?
Thank you.
Because it doesn't matter if it is or if it isn't.
That'll be all, Your Honor.
Then why don't you just go tell? If it doesn't matter, go tell your parents you're a flat earther.
Do you want me to get my mum in here, and then you can?
No, you don't have. She doesn't have to come in here. I would just want you to go tell her.
I guarantee
she's a flat earther, Mom. Does that matter? Go, Mom. I'm a flat earther now because of these people on the internet. Does that matter?
Should I call her?
Yeah, go ahead. Ask her. Tell her you're a flat earther and ask her if it matters.
Okay. I'll tell her. Hold on. Bear with me.
I like to see this.
This dude is like 40 years old, still living at home.
I like to see this, bro. Freaking Indio, dude.
Well, I mean, dude, listen to him. He's like, Mom, come in here.
I just wanted.
Is that okay? Only if you get a job.
I just wanted his capitulation, dude. You want more than that. You want a pound of flesh, bro.
Okay, my mum is at work, but I'm gonna get my brother. I'm gonna get my brother.
All right.
Your mom is at work.
He's coming.
We'll select the whole family, dude. It don't even matter.
Yeah, he's coaching his brother. We're not gonna buy this, dude.
Shoot. He came in with the bottle.
Okay, shut up. My brother is here. All right. I believe the Earth is flat.
I'm retarded.
Wait, he said that wrong.
And that's supposed to be proof?
Yeah, that's crazy. An 11-year-old doesn't give a shit the Earth is flat.
That's because he's never been told anything otherwise, dude. That's why.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Big shocker. Big shocker. Big shocker.
Yeah, I got called retarded by an 11-year-old, but that makes me smart, right? Because I believe the Earth is flat.
Well, but you didn't explain to him how you know the Earth is flat, so that's the other thing too. You don't know.
No, I believe you, bro. I believe you. I am now a flat earther. I'm gonna put it in my bio.
Please don't join.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've always been a flat earther. You just chose to deny your own reality, just like most people did. So even though you experienced the Earth as flat and motionless, you said, "Hey, dude, that they said that's an illusion. It's actually a giant ball that's spinning," and you were like, "Okay, yeah, that's the situation, dude. Whether you like it or not, that's the situation. You never would have figured out the Earth as a globe by yourself, right? Would you have figured it out on your own?
It wouldn't have mattered.
Would you have figured it out on your own?
Just answer his question, bro.
No, because I have no reason to.
Okay, so the whole idea comes because someone told it to you, and you chose to believe it because you already admitted that you can't prove it to yourself.
Because it doesn't fucking matter, bro.
It don't matter, Mom.
if it
Take
doesn't
away my
matter,
toys.
check this out, brother. If it didn't matter, why did you come in here hot and heavy, calling us all kinds of names and where IQs are low and shit? Why did it matter to do
Well,
that?
I mean,
Why? Why are
were
you
the ones
punching?
that-
Check
you
this,
were the ones
bro.
that
Check this out, bro.
initiated the conversation
Check this
with
out,
me.
bro. Why are you
started
punching?
the conversation
Yeah,
with me.
listen. If you actually think that that's who we are, retarded, and you're punching down, what does that mean about you? What does that say about you, bro? That you're
Means I'm
punching down on people.
A big scary wolf that takes advantage of special people.
Yeah, so you're punching down on people because it makes you feel good. Is that what you like to do on the internet?
You broke me, bro. Damn, bro. This guy knows everything.
There you go.
You got the
dude,
funniest copes, dude. They're so
you're smart
immature.
as shit.
I-
Yeah.
I bet you're. How old are you, dude? 17?
No.
I know you're older than that, but you're acting like a 17-year-old. You're a child. You're acting like a literal child.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Go on mute, dude. You're a freaking waste of space.
Hey, look, let me put a meme as to what I just seen. What happened in this chat right here.
Flip flopping around. Oh, dude, I was gonna call on Maestro. I was gonna call on his boy, dude. Your boy left.
Look at that! Look at the meme I just left, Indio. That's all we got. That's all you left, man. Like, damn.
Well, dude, this dude is freaking. Oh, here we go, Maestro. Maestro, can you do better than your compadre over here?
Yeah, I can tell you have a small willy.
How would you know?
Sheesh,
Is your mother talking about me again?
No,
does he know,
It was my
dude?
dad,
Well,
actually.
dude,
because you're a
because
faggot.
everyone to your mom is a small willy.
have a small willy.
Last time I messed with her, dude, I had to tie a 2x4 to my ass so I didn't fall in.
I love you.
Like a 247 or 747 landing in the Grand Canyon, man.
Yeah, it's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
But can you touch grass and get laid and stop being so mad?
Do you got any gold proof, bro? You got any evidence for the Earth being a ball?
Yeah, I have gigantic balls.
Yeah, we're not talking about your chin. What's on your chins, dude?
What are you talking about?
Dude, you came to the wrong place to test out your ability to insult people. You go to like one of the other servers and practice.
Dude, we're gonna make the freaking eyebrows singe from all the like burns we're gonna get.
Man, I ain't the one this morning, bro.
We are not the one. We'll turn your world inside out with insults, bro.
Oh, we want. Yeah, I mean, I don't really want.
That we will have to take it off of. We'll have to take it off of this platform, though. We can't be in here.
Yeah, I know. I might have to deafen the bot if I could.
Take it. We'll take it to the streets, man. Back to the home servers, and we'll drag him back over there.
There's a guy, Annie, whatever his name is, bro. Like you're in the text chat, asking questions. It'd be much faster if you just and more efficient if you just unmuted and talked. You said, "Where's the proof of a flat Earth?" Right?
To fly like an eagle.
My God, dude. I just read that Annie guy's chat. He thinks somehow the different colors of the light of the sun prove the Earth is curved. What?
I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that, dude. That is awesome. Never heard of that. Hey, I did want to tell you something. Earlier today, there was a guy that came in here. They gave an observation from two mountain peaks that they were, I guess, claiming that had been done by people that go to. There's these two mountain tops, right? And one of them was Peak and Anotek or something. Yeah, I'm gonna post the names of it, and then you guys can check it out. But Flatloy Wright did a distance between those two peaks, and it's like something like 400 miles. And I ran it through ChatGPT, and what it told me was that it's not possible that you could make a line of sight distance observation from peak to peak. So I thought it was real intriguing. And so the guy,
what time was that about? So I can go back. Was that like early, 7, 8?
7, 8, 9. It was about maybe 3.5 to 4 hours ago.
Okay. Yeah, probably
maybe
7.
like 3 hours, something like that. But he was in here and he was like, I'm not a flat earther or globe earther, but he's like, if this evidence is true, he's like, I would lean towards flat earth because like, he's like, I don't know. He's like, we're saying, and he gave the two. I'm going to put it in the text for you guys to look at, for those of you who came right now. And then Flat Lloyd Wright did like the actual line of sight, from using,
Yeah.
I think, Google Maps. Yeah, I'll post the information.
Yeah, cool. I'll check it out, certainly. You know me. Freaking got autism.
All right. So I posted that, but then I'm gonna also post what ChatGPT told me, which was the thing that was interesting, right? Because it told me that it's not possible, and I'll put that underneath all that information I just put.
Okay. So this dude Shen said in the chat, the Earth can't be flat, bro. Just think about it. Well, we have thought about it, and it has to be flat. Because the surface of the Earth is mostly water, and water's flat on its surface. So how can the Earth be a ball if it's like mostly flat water? We have thought about it. The question is, have you thought about it? Have you thought about that if you go to like, and I love this from AI, when he went to Iraq. He said he was looking across the ocean in the direction that Iraq would be. And he was looking across the water. He wasn't looking down through the earth. He wasn't looking at his feet. Iraq's down there.
Iraq's under his feet, huh?
Gravity is pulling water down. Fantastic, but it's not pulling it down into a ball. Can you show water being formed into a ball by gravity? And don't show me some stupid shit from the ISS because it's not gravity. Even they don't even claim that. They say that that's electrostatics. So I love this one, the Bolivian salt flats. Oh my God, dude, last night. Oh, you weren't on here? Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Dude, Rayleigh Criterion. You know how they lost the moon landing tapes? Or taped over them? Because there wasn't enough, there was a shortage. Do you know why there was a shortage? Because the ban on whaling. Apparently, they got something out of whales that they used to make those magnetic tapes. And that's why there was a shortage, because there was a ban on whaling. So check this out. We don't have evidence of the moon landing actually happening because of Greenpeace. That's fucking mind-blowing. That's actually a true statement, because Greenpeace is who stopped whaling. Remember, they were smashing into the freaking whaling ships and blocking them, and they caused the uproar, and they got whaling banished.
They're still
from the
doing.
world.
They're still doing that now, I think.
Because the Japanese have an exception; they can whale in certain areas. But whaling was as far as I know, whaling was a huge problem. But my point is that Greenpeace is the reason you guys can't prove the moon landing, which I think is fucking so funny.
That's too funny, dude.
Shen Gong says, what about astronauts that went to space? What about scientists that study the universe and shit? Why would they lie to us? What do they benefit from lying? First, you're assuming that there's a bunch of people lying. And you're assuming these people know something somehow know the Earth is a globe based upon what they do. You're making a lot of assumptions there. People that quote unquote study the universe take a telescope and look at the sky. That doesn't tell you what the Earth is. You're pointing your telescope the wrong way. Okay? Astronauts, the only ones that claim to have seen the Earth in its entirety are the Apollo astronauts we were just talking about, and that's like 25 according to Matt. So people that claim to go to the ISS, they don't see enough of the Earth to even say it's a ball or not. So you're just imagining there's a situation that exists, but that's not the actual situation. And I asked you if you can demonstrate that gravity is pulling water into a ball anywhere, and I'm still waiting on that. Thanks. But if there's anybody that actually, so we got Brozen, Inman's freaking train wreck. What's up, bro? Why you here?
Yeah, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm good.
Good. That's fantastic. So, is the globe just a story, or is it actual true?
What globe is? I mean,
Globe, Earth, ball.
yeah.
You think Earth is a ball?
No, I don't think the Earth is a ball. I don't think like Earth is look like some kind of ostrich egg.
Ostrich egg.
Yeah,
Why?
because there is some kind of like gravitational force coming to the sun.
Yeah, but how do you know that's why the Earth is an ostrich egg?
I think it's pulling from the Quran, isn't he? Like, isn't that what it
Yeah,
says?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's agreeing. Yeah.
Yeah, but aren't you in the ostrich egg? You're not on it.
What?
In the Quran, doesn't it say that you're inside the ostrich egg? Like that
No.
surrounds you. I didn't think you were on the egg.
We're top of the egg, like.
It doesn't say that.
I don't know what it says.
I don't know what he said, Emily.
Okay.
It doesn't say you're on top of the egg. All the ancient...
Hi guys, hi.
Wow.
Do we have
All
any
of the-
Qurans?
Hey,
Hi,
do you have any parents that teach manners? Because go find them. Because you don't have any. Jesus Christ. Go ahead, DJ.
Yeah. Also, all of the ancient depictions from all of the ancient cultures and religious texts, right? They all show kind of what you're talking about in a sense, right? Like a spherical sort of looking, a half spherical looking dome, right? Or an egg-shaped structure over the top of a flat surface, which is inside of that structure. So the ancient depictions show that you're inside of it, right? Not on the outside, like Indio was saying. I'll post some depictions in the side chat.
Yeah, that's what I mean, I'm not Islam. I'm not Muslim, but I'm pretty sure it's inside the egg. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, if you have a look in the side chat, you can see some, sort of egg-shaped structures there. But none of them none of them are on the outside, right? None of them are a globe except for the NASA one.
I still like the inside the eye of a giant. I freaking love that, dude. That idea.
Hello.
We're like
What do you
chilling on
think?
the freaking retina and like,
What do you guys
the cornea is the dome.
What do you guys believe? Like Earth is flat or what?
Yes, of course. Why wouldn't we?
How did that work?
Why would we not think the Earth is flat? Didn't everybody a long time ago think that?
What about the people who go top of the mountain and see the curve of the earth?
You can't see the curve of the Earth from the top of the mountain.
Yeah, you can.
Where did you get that idea?
Damn, this guy.
You can go.
Where did you get the idea that you can see the curve of the Earth from the top of the mountain?
All right, play it from top of the mountain. Let's go. Which mountain? First of all, which mountain?
Mount Everest? Is that tall enough?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mount Fiji?
Go up there, you can
So there's
see
Mount
the-
Everest in the chat. Thanks for playing. That was easy. That's taken from the top of Mount Everest. If you don't like that one, I got more. I got a 360 one too.
Damn, you got debunked quick, dude.
Yeah, so why did you say that? That's what I want to know. Why did you say you could see it from the top of a mountain? Nobody told you that. You just made that up right now.
That bro's all alone with that belief.
Then okay. Okay, what about the other planet? The sun. What about that?
Oh my goodness.
They're just flat and looking at us, or what?
Are you going down the list right now?
Yeah. Why would the Earth be like those again?
Okay, what about the
Why
other
is the
planet?
Earth? Why do you think the Earth is a planet? Why? Why?
Because it is.
Well, that's convincing.
It just is, bro. Come on, get over it.
That's called an ipsy-dixit fallacy. It just is. You're just saying it just is. How do you know it is?
That was the end of his logic.
Bro, I'm not good at English, man.
That's
I'm
fine.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
I'm came here to learn English, and I
Okay.
joined the server, and you
This
guys
is like
discussing-
this would be like intermediate English in this chat. So I don't know what your level. Your English ain't bad. It's pretty good. You understood most of what we said, so
We
you're
all
probably at
believed
the-
it was once.
We don't believe what? Who said something?
You are not saying anything new.
No, I'm asking who said something. What did you say? We don't believe what?
That was Joseph. Joseph?
Oh, okay.
Joseph sent some picture in the chat.
Yeah. He's showing you the effects of different cameras.
I'm like thinking like you guys believe Earth is round, but you guys like let's debate about that.
Okay. Yeah, and how did you figure that out?
I don't
You
know.
went from I speak no English, okay, to now you're a psychiatrist.
Bro,
That
I
was
know
quick.
this.
He switched quick, bro.
Como se dice?
The mask. Look at the mask fell off. That's easy. Just snatch your wig off. You're not an actor, dude. You're not some professional. You don't have any expert knowledge in anything. You're just an idiot with an internet connection. That's it.
Okay.
You're not fooling anybody.
Fucking crit, dude.
I don't.
He's
get
on demon time with us, coming with a blazing sword.
We need the 4 horsemen, dude. We need one more. We got famine, pestilence. We got death.
Dude,
We need war.
I was talking about this with Dandelion the other day, that we need to like change the chat over in the politics server to bad actors, to bad acting class, because that's what it is when they come in there. It's just like a bunch of bad actors. Hey, fellow
totally,
flat earthers.
It's like the amateur hour at the comedy club.
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, I mean, you got this guy that says, me no speaky, but he's speaky because he's trying to psychoanalyze. Like it's like, dude, how'd you go from not understanding to like full on like
Bro,
psychoanalyzing the chat? Like what the hell?
You freaking put us on that couch in like 5 seconds.
Uh,
I'm like beginner English speaker. I'm like
beginnering.
yeah.
Why did hey Brazen? Can you tell us why people before the globe, why people thought the Earth was flat before the globe?
Because they don't have the technology to see the Earth.
Hold on. So, what was the technology that proved the globe? I heard it was sticks. So, sticks did not exist before Eratosthenes. He invented sticks.
I'm not talking about sticks.
Yeah, well, that was the technology. It was sticking 2 sticks in the ground.
I'm not talking about that technology.
Okay, so when did we prove it then?
Like I don't know, something like 19 or 1800. People.
What technology was that then that they used then?
I don't know.
Then how do you know it was? They didn't have the technology, and that's why they didn't do it. If you don't know what technology proved it.
Like
you think maybe? Do you think there's a possibility that they thought the Earth was flat because that is the way they experienced the Earth, and that's the way it looked?
Yeah. If you like.
So is that a good thing to go by? They're like just going by like, hey, dude, the way something looks. Hey, I think that mountain's tall. It looks tall.
People.
Hey, that looks like water over there. Hey, that looks like snow. Hey, that looks like frickin' trees.
Their perspective.
Yeah, well, what perspective should they be going by?
Outside perspective, like if you are like.
So they should imagine that they're floating disembodied from their body after projecting to far, far away, and that's what they should think the Earth is, with their imagination.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not how we should do it. Well, I mean, we're saying, hey, from their perspective, it looks flat. Well, from what perspective does it not look flat? And why would they think that there's a perspective where it looks like something else? Why would they even think that in the first place?
What do you think about the sun? It is flat. Now you believe
I just think it's so funny, dude. Where you guys?
Why are you going down? Why are you going down the list of all the checklist of all the things you should ask a flat earther? That's what you're doing, bro. You're going down the
nothing
list.
to do with the Earth.
Yeah, I'm going on.
Brozen, have you noticed that you've asked me 2 questions and neither one of them anything to do with the Earth?
Yeah, I'm going on.
Okay. Let me
go to my next question. Number 5. What is number 5?
Well, I mean, you said sun, planets, moon. When are we going to talk about the Earth?
Okay, I'm gonna talk about. We are talking about the Earth, man.
Okay, yeah.
Do you think sun is flat or?
Oh my God! I can't believe it came in at the right time.
Give me.
There's a fourth. There's a fourth.
Give me like a time to make a point.
No.
Fucking outstanding.
Hey, Crit, you can't make this shit up, bro. We tried. And even if we tried to do this whole production, it would have come out as good as this, bro.
No, if you had this, if this was scripted, you brought in some idiot to pretend. It wouldn't be. It'd be like not as funny as this shit.
It's like, yeah, let's talk about the Earth. So do you guys think the sun is flat? Like,
he's like, yeah. Let's talk about the Earth. Okay, let's do it. Okay, what question you got about the Earth? Is the sun flat?
Okay, if you guys think Earth is flat, then why is the map projection make like top and bottom bigger and the middle is like perfect size?
Perfect size. Bro, you don't have a standard to evaluate whether it's a perfect size or not. How do you even know that information is true?
How do you know what the right size is?
There's no standard.
I don't know, bro.
I mean, yeah, of course you don't. Nobody does.
Right? When you're like, say you're manufacturing some product, right? They have what's called an exemplar. So they make the one that they want every other one to look like. Okay? So it'll have dimensions. Yeah, hey man, is this right? Oh, well, compare it to the exemplar. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, it is right. It matches the exemplar perfectly. Okay. So what we want to know is, what is the exemplar? How do you know what the right one is? So we can then evaluate all the other things things that people claim are also right.
You are trying to say like you two guys are the smartest people on the planet, and everyone is like some kind of bullshit.
I'm here too. I'm here too, dude. It's not just
Yeah,
them
don't leave
two.
Radwin
There's
out.
three of us. There's three of us here. We're all the
Crit's
smartest in the world. Oh, Crit too. Yep.
Like you are like saying like that. I mean, the Antarctica. I mean, sorry, the Greenland and Africa are the same size.
No. How
Man,
do you
how'd
know
you
what
get that?
size they?
How in the hell did you get that from what he just said? Like,
Okay. In the Google.
How do you
Map,
know what the size of those things are in the first place?
people measure it?
Okay. How?
People like measure it.
How did they measure it?
I don't know how they measure it.
Okay, then there we go. That's the problem. People say Greenland isn't that big, but how do you know it's not that big, right? You don't.
Because I have to
Let me
research
guess.
how to
Because the
measure
Earth's a
it.
globe. All you can say is, when we look at the Mercator projection, that Greenland appears way bigger than it does relative to Africa on a globe. All you can do is say, when you compare it to the globe versus the Mercator map, that's a projection of that globe, you can only say that there's differences between that. But how do we apply any of those things to the Earth to figure out which one is even correct in the first place? Because the distances, right, say between New York and Los Angeles, that's not a measured distance. They didn't like take a tape measure or any other device and measure across, right? They did some calculation and said, hey, based upon this calculation, it's this far. But it's not measured.
Then how the International Space Station flies?
Oh my God. No. How come that story that I've seen on TV about something going around the Earth? How come that
Bro,
are you saying that story's fake?
Argument.
What?
It's a different argument.
What about the International Space Station?
How did they fly?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah, right. When you take over from here,
In
you waking up?
around Earth, like International Space Station doesn't fly. It's like falling down, but it's.
Oh no.
How do you know any of that?
It's not doing any of that.
What?
Who told you that story?
I don't know. I just made up.
So somebody else made it up.
that dude's lying about lying. He didn't even make it up. Somebody else did. He just copied. Oh my God.
What you can say is, when we look at the Mercator projection, that Greenland appears way bigger than it does relative to Africa on a globe. All you can do is say, when you compare it to the globe versus the Mercator map, that's a projection of that globe, you can only say that there's differences between that. But how do we apply any of those things to the Earth to figure out which one is even correct in the first place. Because the distances, right, but say between New York and Los Angeles, that's not a measured distance. They didn't like take a tape measure or any other device and measure across, right? They did some calculation and said, hey, based upon this calculation, it's this far, but it's not measured.
Then how the International Space Station fly?
Oh my God. No. How come that story that I've seen on TV about something going around the Earth? How come
Bro, it's a different argument. It's a different argument.
What about the International Space Station?
How did they fly?
It doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah, right when you take over from here,
In
you waking up?
around Earth, like International Space Station doesn't fly. It's like falling down, but it's
No.
How do you know any of that?
It's not doing any of that.
What?
Who told you that story?
I don't know. I just made up.
So somebody else made it up.
That dude's lying about lying. He didn't even make it up. Somebody else did. He's just copying. Oh my God.
What if they told you out there there's three little pigs, one has a house of straw, one has a house of sticks, and one has a house of bricks? Would you be telling us that there's three little pigs somewhere? And saying, what about the house of sticks? Why would they lie about the house of sticks? It's got to be out there somewhere.
They really got these people believing everything. It's crazy. Once you don't believe in any of that stuff, you just see how much of an impact it has on everyone.
If the Earth isn't flat, if you go like near a tall building, and if you start to walk away, then why the building disappear? You have a range to see, but you can.
How come planes get smaller when they fly away?
What?
How come planes get smaller when they fly away from you?
Complain? What is that?
Airplane.
How come airplanes
Oh,
get
yeah.
smaller? Airplanes, in the air.
I'm not talking about the airplane. I'm talking about
How
building.
come they get smaller when they fly away from you? How come airplanes get smaller?
I'm not talking about smaller, bro.
I know, me
Yeah,
too.
you are.
Smaller, bro.
You are talking about smaller.
I know the building getting smaller the far you go, but
How come?
it's going down.
How come?
Huh?
Why?
Why? Because the Earth is flat. I'm sorry.
Is that why
Earth is
planes get
round.
smaller when they fly away from you?
Yes, because Earth
Yeah,
is flat.
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, facts, bro.
That was not my argument, bro.
Okay,
My
okay,
argument was-
Brozen. So let's say
Yeah.
you have a light pole and you're 2 meters away from it and it's 20 meters tall.
What?
You say you have a light pole, right? This is called a hypothetical. You have a light pole. You're 2 meters away from it and it's 20 meters tall. Now you have a 20-meter light pole and it's 6 kilometers away. Not even 6 kilometers, 600 meters away. Which looks like it's taller? The one
I don't
closer,
know.
right, is higher in your vision, right? And the one far away sunk down, the top sunk down. And the one even farther sinks down more and sinks down more and sinks down more. This has nothing to do with the curve of the Earth. This is just called Visual perspective. That's it.
No, but you can see though. You can see with microscope, my man.
You could see microscope.
Bro, like if Earth is flat, you wanna like have a tall building. You are not going the that long. You are going little far. You can see with your normal
Really?
vision, but their building
How
is going
far?
down.
How far should you be able to see on the globe?
What?
How far?
I don't know.
You guys never know. It's just funny. You guys always, you just know, hey, dude, you can't see forever. How far are you supposed to see? I don't know. Okay. So if you're a man standing at the beach, the horizon should be 5 kilometers away.
That mean you guys don't believe also the
No, if the Earth is a globe, the horizon should be 5 kilometers away at the ocean. You understand that? But it's not at 5 kilometers away.
Okay, forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about the sun some more.
Okay, one more. Yeah,
Dude,
I'm enjoying
your
it.
problem is you're not trying to find the truth. You're trying to win a debate. Okay? You're not going to win the debate because you don't have facts, the facts required to win. This is why you guys always lose. Because it always comes down to what are the facts. And you guys don't have facts, you have stories. Because whenever you tell one of your stories, we ask you, what's the evidence for your story? And you guys don't know what it is, or the evidence doesn't mean what you think it means. Okay? So why don't we focus on trying to figure out what the Earth actually is instead of trying to win some debate?
I'm not trying to win a debate. I'm just talking to you, and it is helping.
And why don't we want to measure what the Earth is? If like that's what the Earth, they claim that the horizon, that ships go over the horizon, that's the where the curve starts. All these things, but that can't be true because the horizon is never at the place it's supposed to be.
Okay, let me give another one. Do you believe tectonic plate or what?
Why should I?
That's number 8 right there.
Is it? Are you just reading off a website?
No, bro, I'm just making.
Yeah, you are. No, you're not. You're reading up a website.
No, bro. I'm just.
Tell me what a tectonic plate is. Tell me how they work.
I don't know, bro. I know
Well, then don't ask us about them.
How are you gonna say we know about them, right? Which I do. If we give you an answer and you don't know about them, how are you gonna understand the answer?
Bro, I'm kinda.
Okay, listen closely to what I said. How are you gonna understand the answer if you don't know what they are?
I don't know.
Yeah, well, then don't ask questions where you can't understand the answer. You don't even understand the question.
Yeah, you don't understand the question, man.
If I get quiet, everyone will be quiet.
How do you know that? Be quiet for a little bit. Let's see if it happens.
No, what I think is that you're actually just running interference.
Okay.
You know, the tectonic plate hypothesis is pretty fucking nonsense. You have to ignore a lot of things. Like the entire Yellowstone National Park, Hawaii.
If you believe in tectonic plate or what?
No, I'm saying it's a hypothesis. Tectonic plates is a hypothesis.
What the fuck is hypothesis?
Oh my
Meaning
God.
it's a idea, right? That hasn't been proven one way or another.
There's no way to experimentally validate it.
How would you prove that tectonic plates exist? What could you do? Would you drill a core? Could you drill a hole into the ground? Drill a bunch of holes? Well, the
Like
tectonic
into-
plate's supposed to be 150 kilometers thick, so how are you going to drill that hole? That's at the thinnest part of the thinnest plate that they say exists. So you can't even validate their claim in the first place. That's why it's a hypothesis, because you can't, as Dre said, you can't do the experiment required to prove it.
Okay.
It's like
Then
black holes. Or the sun is made of freaking hydrogen. The only way to validate that is to go to the sun and take a sample. They have a hypothesis: the sun is made of hydrogen and powered by nuclear fusion. But without being able to actually get to it and physically grab what it's made out of, how can they ever confirm that hypothesis?
So do you understand that if you measure the ground to be flat, any stories that have unverifiable assumptions in them do not matter compared to the measurement? You would have to go by what it measures as, not what you imagine it to be.
okay, I'm leaving. Is that okay?
Yeah,
it
yeah.
flat, bro.
You don't
Yeah,
need our.
thank you. Come again.
Yeah. Just remember, you didn't bring any gold proof, dude.
Like came here to learn English and I got like
Melee.
Yeah,
no.
here we go. Back to that. Why? For your psychiatric practice? Is that what you're learning English for?
no. What the fuck is psycho?
Psychiatric. Because when you said, I think you guys are actually go birthers and did all, that's called a psychological analysis.
Yep.
Okay. So are you a psychologist?
No.
Okay, then, stop the cap, bro. Just stop. That's slang for stop lying.
You're extracting everything out of that turnip. You're squeezing that stone until blood comes out of it, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, I ain't get you yet. Did I get you? Can I get him?
There's another drop in there.
Oh, sheesh.
Okay, bye.
Bye, man. Have
Oh, wait,
fun.
one more. I'm just kidding. I'll go ahead and go.
Is there anybody else? I mean, I wouldn't open my mic if I was a Glober. I'd self-mute. I'd self-mute and ask to be server muted just in case my mute come off. I wouldn't want to be heard. Shan has a lot to say in the side chat. Shan, why don't you speak up? Your English is no, it's Shan. Shen Bapiro.
Shen Bapiro.
Bio says, or Happy Prince is his regular name. So, obviously you speak English fluently.
Step right up. Don't be shy. Yeah.
I'm not quite sure why, but most of these globers seem to just go on this galloping kind of deflection rant to try to get away from the implications of the answers they've been given. And I don't know what's the best way to get him back on track and stop that random train, but I'm open to suggestions.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure that out myself. I mean, it's kind of like hit or miss. I've tried certain things, and they won't work consistently.
Yeah, that's my experience as well. Like, it might work on one guy, but then next 10 guys it doesn't work on. They won't listen, but then you try something else, and oh, that works on one guy. So it's like very random.
What I try to do, just try to generally do this, is to pick out something they said, which they seemed some mode of thinking or rationale that they seemed was very critically important, and to use that, right? Use some take that, whatever the structure of the claim was, and formulate a flat Earth claim that uses the same structure, so that basically, oh, you said that this was important? Well, the flat Earth says this. Well, since you thought that was important, you have to think this was important, right? To stay, intellectually honest and consistent, right? Can't just pick and choose your principles. So just try to because everybody's going to use some worldview principle from which to evaluate the information. So I try to shoehorn flat Earth into their principles of evaluation, right? So that they have to at least stick their toe in that water to even appear intellectually honest. Now, of course, they stick the toe in, then they go, fuck, that water's freezing, and they run away. But you gotta try something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I try to just use something that seemed like a critical part of what they're saying, and try to wedge flat Earth into it.
Indio, even if they said the water's freezing, you shove them into the pool, bro.
Yeah, just throw them in. I go, okay. Yeah, it's cold, man. Oh my God, there's a quarter at the bottom of the pool. Push.
Yeah, I like AVs getting them to admit that it's a belief because it kind of shifts their perception. Sometimes that's just not possible for the same reasons. They're just too stuck in this roller coaster of going in circles or trying to latch onto any straw. And when we take the straw away, they're just like, oh, next straw. And they just don't listen.
As far as that goes, the belief versus knowledge thing, I actually kind of visualize this in my mind like a bell curve. Like you got the dividing line of belief versus knowledge, and then how quickly they'll admit it's a belief versus the people that cling to, no, it's not a belief. Knowledge, it's knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's directly. I think it's directly proportional to what their investment in the belief system is. So, if they think that space is a reality, or they really don't care, you know what I mean? Like their investment in it, I think it's proportional to that.
Well, then there's the people that right away, right? They concede it's a belief, but they don't actually believe it's a belief. It's not authentic. They still think, and they know the Earth's the globe. They're just saying to us. They're trying to diffuse the impact, diffuse the sting. By going, oh yeah, it's a belief.
Yeah, those guys also most of the time go yeah, it's a belief, but your thing is also a belief because everything's a belief.
Oh yeah.
That's
then
when it gets fun.
Then that can go into we could be brains in the jar.
Yeah, that's when it gets fun.
Yeah, we get that far too often.
I was listening to Thomas Reed, an evaluation of his writings, and the brain in the jar, that whole line of philosophical reasoning, And he said, like way back then, he said, this, only the philosophers could come up with that nonsense. But like the normal man, they use common sense to determine, what reality is. They're not going down the whole philosopher. And he said, eventually that's going to lead, and he said this allegedly hundreds of years ago, that this is what you're going to end up having is a dichotomy of thought in human beings, and it's going to eventually lead to some sort of conflict, right? Because you have the realists, right, that don't question whether the external world exists, right? They could question it, but it's obvious that it does exist. And then on the other hand, the people that go, we could be brains in a jar. I can't prove the external world exists at all. I don't know how you're even saying that. Your mouth is moving. Like, how did you even say that shit? If you're not sure the external world exists, like the whole things that we've heard. I just think that's kind of funny that he knew even then that this, because that's where we're at now. We could all be in the Matrix, and you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that the idealism, right? Because that's what it's called, like idealism, or that might not be the technical name. The name he called it is like the world of ideas is what actually exists, the internal world, and not the external world, which is based upon, the senses. That all this is eventually going to come to a head, and I think this topic illustrates it perfectly. Well, you just have to imagine gravity's pulling everything to the center, and then it formed the ball. You got to imagine it. They never thought that for 2 seconds that, well, that's a cool story, but wouldn't you need to confirm that out there in the external world to know that that's actually the case, whether your ideas are actually the case and they don't exist simply in your mind? And it's actually pretty shocking the number of people that have said that, no, I don't need to confirm this. I don't need to confirm the external world at all. The idea is good enough because everybody believes it. And as long as I have a collective belief that everybody believes, it's fine. Which is a weird fucking position, bro.
There is science to back that up, though, correct?
Oh, is there?
Yes.
What is science? Do you know?
I mean, science is just physics, fucking elements.
I meant
definitionally.
Definitionally.
I'm sorry I didn't look it up on the Wikipedia, but
I'll tell you. It's okay not to know, dude. This isn't a gotcha. It's a system. I just want to make sure we're talking in the same language, right?
Why are you coming at me like that?
What? I'm not. Dude, accept the olive branch. Fuck, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, so science is a systematic study of the natural world and the things in it.
Oh.
And it answers and it answers how and why. How does this happen? Why does this happen, right? Cause and effect relationships. Saying what is not a scientific endeavor. It's not determined by science. And especially, what is the shape of this? That's definitely not determined by science.
Would you like to actually have a debate with actually words converse without muting in between, or
I didn't mute you.
Do you only work well
I didn't mute
in environments where you're?
I didn't mute you.
Someone did.
Yeah, because you're fucking over talking me, so I don't blame them. Which you over talking me is muting me. Did you realize that?
No, I was.
Yeah, that's what it is. Because if people can't hear me talk, you're muting me, right?
Oh, you're saying if people can't hear your voice, therefore.
Yeah, that's right. I'm being muted by your over talking.
Then you're just muted me then by over talking while I was talking. Then, correct?
No, I was confirming what you're saying. Yes, it is correct.
But I was in the middle of a sentence while speaking, so therefore.
The rest was extemporaneous nonsense. They got the point.
Well,
in the first
mean, these words.
That wasn't me either. I didn't mute you, though I do endorse that message.
You need to focus on the content of the message here versus like the meta of this conversation. That's your problem. You're more focused on what people are doing in here instead of you focused on, okay, this is what I propose. My debate is this. The topic will be this. And then engage. That would be a way to do it. But of course, you guys can't do it because you don't know how.
If you stop muting me, I would love to engage in conversation.
No, if you stop saying that, we can engage in the conversation.
Yeah, we don't need the play-by-play, Howard Cosell.
All right, okay. If we don't say what you guys are constantly doing, but okay, here we go. Here's the math on it, right? If you have a globe, right? Globe is scientifically round, right? But that's not true in you guys' theories. So globe is scientifically round.
Excuse me. That's factually incorrect.
What?
There's no point.
I'm talking.
There's no point in going farther if you start with a false premise. Okay?
No, but I am talking.
There's no such thing as scientifically round, dude. There's no such thing. Half. There's no such thing as scientifically round. You added a qualifier to round. That qualifier is incoherent nonsense. There's no point in going farther with your false premise. It's geometrically round. Claiming something's round is the geometric claim that has nothing to do with science. Science uses geometry, but geometry itself is not science. Science is a systematic study of the natural world. Geometry is abstract. Okay? Doesn't exist in the natural world.
How are you measuring the circumference of your circle?
What circle? What are you talking about?
The Earth is on a circle, correct?
Said who?
It's a flat Earth. And
so
every picture you guys have is in a circle. How you guys measure that?
What are you talking about?
How are you measuring anything without any kind of?
So what you've seen? So what you've seen are portrayals of a flat Earth on the internet of some space disk floating in space with the water falling off of it. We don't believe that shit. So stop getting your fucking information from YouTube memes.
Okay. So what do you believe?
We don't believe in that.
You should have started with that instead of adding just portraying. Yeah.
I should have. Well, I was talking to your fellow compatriots here before, so I thought you guys were all on the same
Nobody
page,
thinks the Earth is a space disk. Don't even try it, dude. Nobody thinks that. Ever. There's no flat earther that thinks the Earth is a space disk. None.
Okay.
It's a straw man.
That's completely fine.
Listen, that idea is created to make the flat Earth seem so ridiculous, there's no point in even entertaining it.
Okay, can we start? Okay, can we start from level 1? Is that okay?
I guess.
Level 1.
How do you know the Earth's a globe? That's level 1.
What? No.
Yeah, level 1 is you demonstrating some evidence that the Earth's a globe because it's obvious the Earth is flat.
Satellites.
What does that mean? Satellites?
Satellites. Yeah.
What does that mean?
They can
I said, how do you know the Earth's a globe and you say satellites? Can you elaborate?
Yeah, because they throw satellites in the air. They can only hit certain sections of the air at certain times because of how the Earth passes because they're in low orbit.
What? Can you say that again in English this time? Clearly.
The reason why I'm using satellites as the first definitive thing is because satellites only cross over a certain pattern of the Earth at per time, and they're spaced out enough that each one of them is not correlated with each other because of low orbit.
Objection, Your Honor. That's too ambiguous. He needs to state the facts with empirical numeric values.
Okay. Yeah. Well, hold on. Let's assume all that's true. Everything you said. We'll just grant it. How does that tell us the Earth is a ball?
Well, if you throw up enough of them, then you get a continuous network.
Okay. How does that tell us the Earth is a ball?
Well, because how else would they be in the air?
That's a question. How does that tell us the Earth is a ball?
Give an answer, not a question.
The reason why it tells us it's a ball in the air is because you can actually throw something up into the air and use the force, which is the Earth, as a gravitational pull, and put it into circumference with the Earth, which will throw it into an infinite orbital.
Jesus Christ.
That's
You're just saying
asked.
you're saying a whole bunch of words, dude, that you don't even know why you're saying them.
What do you mean?
Look,
Okay, the Earth.
You
is a
haven't
mass.
told us. Let's say I have
Satellite is
all
not
that
a mass.
information that you just said. I have it all at my disposal. I have it printed out in sheets of paper, and I'm going over this data.
Mm-hmm.
How does that tell me the Earth's a ball? So you have an idea this works. That you have an idea of how it works on a ball, but that doesn't exclude other possibilities, right? So I want to know how that. Hold on. How does that? So it doesn't exclude other possibilities. So I want to know how that information excludes other possibilities, and not your lack of imagination. I want to know the actual evidence that it's only possible if the Earth is a ball.
Other populations that it's only a ball. If you go to the North or the South Pole.
No, from your satellites, bro. From your satellites.
No, from the ground.
You
from
said
from
satellites.
Yeah, I started out with satellites. I can do other things.
Yeah, well, we're still on satellites.
Oh, you want to stay on satellites? All right.
Yeah, because I'm still trying to figure out how. I'm still trying to figure out how satellites tell you the Earth is a globe.
Okay,
and you can't tell me for some reason.
When you put something into motion, it can't stop being in motion. That's just the laws of physics, right? So, if
great. How does that tell me the satellites work over a globe, dude? Like,
can I finish? Okay, when you're
not answering the question. I've asked like 10 times, dude.
When you put something into motion, like shoving a satellite from a rocket into space, and you put it in a satellite.
Great, dude, I agree 100%. How does that tell us the Earth's a globe?
It's always in motion, right? So how?
Okay, so something always in motion, therefore a globe.
Yeah, I ride my bike, so therefore the Earth's a globe.
How did you stop?
Ugh.
Dude, you're not making any sense, dude. Something being in motion. Listen to this. Because something being in motion doesn't give you a geometric consequent. So you're not going to find out because something's in motion that it's a geometric shape. That's what you're asking. You're asking the question.
You guys believe in that, correct?
No, you're asking. Listen to this. Why are you
You didn't even know what we believe, bro.
Why are you over talking me, dude?
I'm
Why?
asking.
Why?
I'm asking because you guys have over talked me every single time. So I'm
because
asking
when you're in motion,
you guys believe in.
Listen, it's not a belief. It's not a belief. It's not a belief. When you say something's in motion, you're going to have to ask the question: what is it telling me about a shape? So, what information about the thing in motion is it telling you about the shape? What? Something's in motion.
The shape isn't telling me that if I launch a rocket into space and I put a satellite on it, that I can carry that around the globe while keeping the circumference of the globe.
You're not answering the question. You're not answering the question. How
That's
do
your
we
hypothetical.
know?
Look, that's your hypothetical.
That's my
listen,
okay,
bro.
That's fine.
Okay,
That's my hypothetical.
so you stated your hypothetical on how something would prove the Earth is a globe. Okay.
Correct.
If I shot up satellites into space and they circled around the Earth, flipped upside down, and came back around the other side. Now, where in the data that you've accumulated that you say exists show the satellites are actually doing that?
Well, because every time I turn on my phone, I know where I'm going.
Jesus fucking Christ, bro.
So
you think
I want to know?
Let's start with this. You think? Hold on. You're mentioning. Your phone is using something called location services.
Yeah, GPS.
You know what that is?
Which is
location?
it's from the government.
Bro, shut your fucking pie hole. You don't know what you're talking about. Location services are not GPS. They're not GPS, bro. They come from the cell phone network, which are towers. GPS is a different chip in the phone.
It doesn't, my man.
Okay, so Google location services and see what it says.
So you know when like you run out of cell data and you can still figure out where you're
going. Come back when you have Googled that, and I'll unmute you. Post that you Googled it. Not playing this fucking whack-a-mole shit. Google location services. I'll Google it for you. Fucking lazy shits. I'm at where you are, AB. I will accept ChatGPT.
Told you. Like, give me whatever you got, right? Like they're saying something out of their mouth, and you're like, where did you get that information from? Show me where. Cite it somewhere. Like, if it's coming from you, it's not going to count. But if you're saying you're deriving it from somewhere, then where did you get it? And why would you say that it is?
Okay, so I just posted in the chat. Location services use GPS, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, cellular data to determine and share a device's geographical location. Okay, the GPS has to be turned on. Okay, you have to enable it. It's not enabled by default. When you set up your phone, you have to enable the actual GPS chip. Now, let's say you do enable it. You shut off location services. You put GPS only location. Do you think your phone is talking to a satellite?
Okay.
Do you think your phone is talking to a satellite?
Can I ask you a simple question?
Do you think your phone is talking to a satellite?
Can I ask you a very simple
No, you're not
question?
deflecting. We're going to go over this GPS claim, dude. Why are you
Oh, no,
always
I'm ready.
deflecting
I
off of
just
your
wanted
claim?
yes, we're still there. Can I ask
Yeah,
you
that's
a very
right.
simple
So,
question?
do you think your phone is talking to the GPS satellite?
Have you ever
Dude,
done
the
any kind of
last
travel?
fucking time, dude. Do you think GPS is talking to a satellite?
GPS only talks to satellite.
It does not. It's not a two-way. See, this is the problem. It's not a two-way communication. GPS
No,
is
it's a one-way communication to your device.
Okay, it's a passive beacon, right?
Yes, from the
Passive.
satellites.
It doesn't have to come from satellites.
No, it 100% does.
Okay, so what is differential GPS? And where is it located?
Differential GPS will be based off of translation of cell towers and everything else. Normal GPS.
So not satellites.
Yes.
So
But
not
actual
satellites.
GPS. Yeah. So when you
So not
when
satellites,
your phone,
right? Is differential
hey,
GPS a
I don't
satellite?
like your bullying. I don't like your bullying.
No, I want you
Let
to
me
fucking
finish.
stop dodging, motherfucker.
Let me finish.
Does differential GPS use satellites?
You're being a bully. Let me finish.
Yes or no?
Let me finish, cuz. I don't like this.
You're going to answer yes or no. You just lied. Okay? Does
You don't
differential
like the
GPS
truth.
use satellites? Yes or no? You were warned about the meta.
GPS is only going to go off of
I
satellites.
said differential GPS.
I never brought that up. You brought that up.
I did because you said it has to use satellites, and that's not true.
I said GPS used to use satellites. You brought up differential GPS.
But
which
you mean
uses cell
GPS
towers.
in your cell phone? GPS in the cell phone will pick
you
up
said
any
you
Rhinex
needed-
message of
you
a
said that
Dude,
you need
shut
to
up.
activate it. And
You
that's
don't know
not
how
true.
any of it works, dude. And you're basing it proves the earth is a globe based upon ignorance. I'm trying to explain to you how this stuff works. Okay?
I'm not going to get worked up about this, but you seem to be. So the fact is,
because you're
when
a
you
fucking
have no
dodging
more cell
snake,
tower,
dude.
when
You
you're
can't
driving
stay
from state to
focused.
state, there's no more cell interception, and you still know where to go. It's because the satellites in the sky.
You don't need satellites, bonehead.
I mean, I just gave you the Fed.
And I just gave you a particular fucking transmitter that your phone will pick up, a differential GPS tower, and will see it as a satellite, but it's not a satellite.
Where did you send that? I haven't seen that.
Differential GPS, dude. I just talked about it.
But you haven't sent any links or anything.
Oh, I will. And that's just one technology that does it.
Well, obviously, the more accurate
Oh, here we go. Fucking the sales pitch for
transaxilization
GPS.
would be 3 cell towers based off of.
It doesn't use It doesn't use triangulation. It uses trilateration.
Right, triangular, right?
Trilateration.
Trilateral.
It's a different thing. You don't know anything about this. I didn't even get into the coordinate system. Doesn't use a globe in the first place.
No, that's what
Yeah,
GPS
did you know
is.
that? That GPS doesn't use a globe?
Oh, what does it use?
Okay, it uses something called Earth-centered, Earth-fixed. And your location is placed upon what's called a local tangent plane, not a globe. Okay? These coordinates are through a coordinate transformation are shown to you as latitude and longitude. But that's not how it's actually calculated. That's not how your phone uses it when it's downloaded.
Who gives a fuck about the user?
That's not how the phone uses it when it's captured from the satellite, the message.
Yeah, so that's not
message,
user-friendly.
that message is in Earth-centered, Earth-fixed coordinates, not latitude and longitude.
Yeah, but it's also going based off your speed. It's going based off your rate of speed. It's going based off your direction. You're
just making shit up, bro. You're just making shit up.
How am I making stuff up? GPS is based off a lot of different things. You
don't know anything about GPS or how it works or what the messaging is or anything.
I know the government pays for it, and I know that Google nor fucking none of these Apple Maps or anyone else pays for it. They just are used to fucking actually make it better for the user friendly. The government pays for it.
Now you're divining the minds of fucking corporate fucking entities. It's crazy, dude.
No, look it up.
What's your next trick? Who else
You can
mind
access GPS in its raw form whenever you want.
Yeah, I know, and I'm trying to tell you what it says in its raw form. The coordinates are in Earth-centered, Earth-fixed, not latitude and longitude.
Yeah, that's not user-friendly. That's why you have Apple Maps and Google.
But that's the actual calculation. That's what it's using, and that means you tried to use it as a globe proof when it doesn't use a globe. So how can it use a geometry which is not a globe to prove a globe?
So how to get it?
Oh my fucking god, dude! Address what I just said. Answer my question, dude. How does it prove a globe when it doesn't use a globe?
I'm not saying it proves a globe, but I'm asking how did it get it?
Just go on fucking mute, bro.
How
does it get what?
Mute me for asking a question. How is it getting that information?
Okay, you did say it proved the globe. That's why you're getting muted, because you're lying.
I've not lied a single thing.
Okay, you ran away from satellites, and then you said GPS.
I'm still on satellites because of GPS.
Yeah, so how did GPS prove a globe?
Let's be real, they don't.
Yeah, I was being real. I know they don't.
Yeah, they don't.
Okay, so moving on.
They don't actually prove the globe.
So moving on, how do you know the Earth's a globe, since that can't be it?
Yeah, but no, my question was to you is, I asked you, how do satellites exist without them being a globe?
They're not orbiting the Earth. Whatever is in the sky isn't orbiting the Earth, because we can tell if the Earth's a globe by measuring the Earth.
Yeah, but how are they up there? Is what I was asking.
I don't know, and I don't care.
Thank you. That's all.
So let me get this straight. You heard a story that somebody launched a rocket and flung a piece of metal into the air, and it circled around the Earth. And because that, you hearing that story, you think that proves the Earth's a globe. And somehow, because flat earthers can't explain away a piece of fiction, that proves the Earth is not flat.
Well, it's not a piece of fiction.
Is that your position?
Is
that a good description of your position?
You can't get to A to B.
Is that a good description of your position, dude?
I guess so. As long as you're fine with describing how you can't describe how you get to A to B, that's fine with me.
What are you talking about?
You can't explain why you get from A to B on your maps every single day.
What are you talking about? What map?
GPS, Google Maps, Apple
GPS,
Maps, whatever you use.
Oh my god, dude!
You can't explain how that works.
Okay. You just mentioned three different things. You already conceded that GPS.
No, they're all the same thing.
And then you just went back. You already conceded GPS don't prove a globe, and then you went back to it like a fucking NPC. You just reset.
You can't explain why they're up there.
Explain why what's up there.
How the satellites work.
Those are two different questions.
Dude, give me a satellite. Give me a particular one that we can address.
All right, please. Okay.
Give me a particular satellite we can address.
Hey, hold on real quick. Dude, point of clarity. He's confusing the audience because he's asking two different questions. and a lot of it's getting convoluted because he's mix and matching the idea that he's saying that the satellites being up there and how they're up there is the same that GPS is proving that the Earth is a globe. So he's asking two different things. And he's jumping back in between both of those, asking you in between both of those how you can't prove how they're up there is equivalent to you proving that there's no way that you can tell how we get from point A to point B. So
Which is the same question.
No, it's not. It's not. It's actually not because
I already told you.
I
told you GPS is on the ground, bonehead. Didn't you hear that part?
Indio just answered that. He went through and telling you that it's a ground station. That's how we know.
Triangulation GPS is not.
It doesn't use triangulation. Stop saying that shit, dude.
So you're getting it wrong. See, you're not paying attention.
Trilateration?
Yeah,
trilateration.
So
okay.
when you
different from triangulation,
brother, listen to me.
Here we go. Here goes.
So what you're not doing is understanding that there's two different things being talked about. You're asking what keeps the technology up there. That's one question. And how we know we're getting from point A to point B. That's another question. It's not the same question. You're confused.
Should we just do the first thing? Why?
We already did. We already did.
You don't know.
Neither do you.
Wait a minute.
No, I do.
Wait.
No, you think somebody else does.
Bro.
No,
he said
I do. I told you.
Hold on, bro. He talked about trilateration. This technology already existed prior to the fact that satellites went up to the sky. Prior to that. Yes, they did. Dude, what are you talking about?
Even in the 40s.
Dude, Loran was
a... didn't.
Hold on.
Loran existed in the 40s, dude.
Cell towers
what satellite was launched in the 40s?
Yes.
What satellite existed in the 40s? 1940s.
Yeah, but you weren't doing triangulation.
What satellite existed in the 1940s?
The GPS.
What satellite existed in the 1940s?
Should we look it up? Because I'm not that much of a fucking nerd.
Yeah, you don't know.
None. The first satellite was claimed to be Sputnik. That was in the 50s. Okay? Loran existed in the 30s and the 40s.
Yeah. So getting from point A to point B was already discovered to be used with trilateration. And you don't understand this. You still are confusing it, saying, well, how does the technology stay up there? Being that in your mind, the same question. It's not. They're two different questions. Indio already answered the question of how they have been doing it from getting from point A to point B. He already answered that question. You're just too ignorant and not paying attention to understand he answered it already.
GPS was started by the U.S. Government of Defense in 1973.
We're talking about the technique, dude. The technique.
Mm-hmm. Technique.
Yeah, and before GPS, there was something called transit, and before that was called fucking Loran. And in between there was another system called DECA. So there's a whole bunch of these systems. Loran is actually still in use, as a matter of fact. They used something called Loran-C. So these techniques have already existed. What you think is that they could only work if there's satellites spinning around the Earth. That's false, because we know radio waves will go anywhere you want them to go. In 1918, listen, in 1918, they could talk from UK to Australia. There was no satellites. There was no radio repeaters. See, you think there's a big ball in the way.
No.
And that the only way radio communication can work is bouncing it out something in space. That's not true.
They were talking to each other off Morse code. I'm not fucking with that. That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, anyone can send a wave over that far distance with
10,000 miles.
Also, yes. Also, based off.
Okay, isn't there a giant ball in the way?
There was no other radio waves in.
Isn't there a giant ball in the way?
No, it'd be bouncing off the atmosphere. What?
Bouncing off the atmosphere.
Yes.
That's what you're going with. Bouncing off the atmosphere?
Yeah, you know how freaking like volumes of density of fucking energy work, right? So if you have too high of a fucking volume of energy, then it has only one way to go.
You know what I hate?
Okay, hold on. I wanted to dig in. I wanted to dig into it. Okay, so you just admitted that satellites are not required to do long distance communication.
No, not for radio. Not for radio.
Oh, you're going to back away from it? Okay, they just bounce out the atmosphere, dude. No, they just bounce out the atmosphere.
Correct.
So that sounds like a concession.
It is a concession.
That is not a concession.
Yes, it is.
How far can they go?
What were the waves and what length are we talking about? What were they shooting?
What is the maximum distance that signal propagation can work?
For what system?
GPS.
GPS for, yeah, but what was the system
If you have a
called?
ground-based tower, how far can it go?
Ground.
What are you fucking Googling it?
Yes, I don't know. You think I know this stuff off the rip?
So you don't know.
Why don't you just admit you don't know? That's an easy way out. Yeah, thank you for that.
Just said I don't know. That's why I'm looking it up.
Therefore, you can't confirm that it's wrong because you didn't know. You were already. This is the problem with these guys. They're already saying it's wrong, and he's looking it up right now. The audience needs to know that he's doing this.
Well, no, I mean, you were talking about.
This is disingenuous.
No. You were talking about from fucking years and years back.
Disingenuous, bro.
You're just saying years and years, dude. You don't know.
You don't
okay?
know.
Your instant reaction is everything we say must be factually wrong, and you're trying to ex post facto look it up. And when the things you keep looking up keep proving us right, and you know it.
Wait,
but you're not saying when you actually find the information and we're actually right. Because I know you checked whether it's trilateration, but you didn't come in here and say, "Oh yeah, you're right, it's trilateration."
Yeah, it's disingenuous, man. You need to disengage already. You've shown that you don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, no.
We can debate Google on our own. We don't need you. We don't need a stenographer for fucking ChatGPT or Google.
No. Okay, so I'm gonna drop you this link in the side chat, even though I'm assuming you guys are live, or whatever. They can't see that, but you guys can watch that on the side chat.
Yeah, they can see the side chat, dude.
Pull that up. This is actually kind of interesting. It only has 74 up.
Where is it? I don't see it.
It's in side chat.
The robot?
The
guy typing? Which one?
Oh fuck! I posted in the side chat. The wrong side chat. My bad.
Oh yeah, sorry. You posted in your DMs. Tell Phil we said hi.
No, I was in.
Tell Phil we said hi.
A different.
Yeah, hi Phil.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Honestly, he came in there mad as fuck too.
I know.
We don't.
Yeah, we know because
why'd you guys have to do it like that?
You know how we know? You know how we know is because you started off talking one way, and you started making coherent, structured arguments, and like people's minds just don't simply change. You were all over the place.
You guys pissed off that one guy, and he wasn't structured for that, and I feel bad for him.
He's a psychopath.
Yeah, and for years, he's feeding you misinformation and making you look like the fool. You know how many people he's made look like puppets, dude? Years of people that come in here. He'll get in their DMs just like he's done to you and done it to someone else. And we take it out on you instead of him. You should ask him. You know what?
You should ask him. Brother, why is he not crazy?
He's not banned from here. He can come in here.
Listen, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
He is in my DMs.
Dude. Yeah, I know. Shut up. Let me tell you. Get him to come in here and say, hey, don't tell me. Why don't you come in here and let me hear you tell them off? Why don't you tell them that? Man up, come in there and tell them.
I did tell him in the side chat to fucking tap me in. That didn't work.
Let me ask you, dude. Since he's puppeting you, how far is his hand up your ass?
God damn.
The guy that I don't know at all?
Dude.
Not at all.
Is it up to the elbow? Or is it just a wrist?
Look, just tell him to come in here.
I don't know him. I met him tonight. I feel bad for him because he was fucking flaunting when you were bullying him earlier. You were doing 3 people on him, bullying him on the fact that he had his own beliefs on something, and then you guys had 3 guys bagging on him. I don't support
ask
that.
Him to come in here. Ask him to come in here. We'll do one.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that.
Professor Phil is not he's a professor of high school kids.
I don't
claims he's a physics PhD, that he worked for the Indian space program, flew something to the moon, but then it started dying, so they smashed it into the moon. Now that's who you're talking to. He claimed angular resolution has nothing to do with angles. So that should tell you where his head is at.
What does that have to do with me? That has
he's also a person who tells you that you should respect pedophiles if they are teachers or professors.
Okay, that is crazy. That's also an allegation, and that is also slander.
Well, that's what he told me directly. This is why we record everything.
Okay.
Anyway,
Well,
it isn't just because we like hearing our voice on YouTube, but because people say things and then they say they didn't say that thing, and we recorded it, so we know that they said it.
That's
why should I read this Reddit post? Because this Reddit post looks like horseshit.
Honestly, it's not that well educated as well, but there is some mathematics to it. We would have to read through all of this.
The Reddit post says what I said. First, look up LORAN. That was land-based. GPS came about because LORAN didn't work well in the middle of the ocean, specifically for SSBNs. They were using transit. I mentioned that. But required you to wait for the satellite. So they made GPS, which worked well in the middle of the ocean. So to answer your question, land-based doesn't fill the needs of the military, specifically working in the middle of the ocean and also in the middle of a war zone. Though all that stuff is cap. All they did was improve the technology. And it didn't take more satellites.
Yeah, but low frequency radio towers are okay.
Look, they went from analog,
are acceptable.
Listen, they went from analog to digital with error correction. That was the change in technology.
No, I think GPS is still analog. No.
The signal is analog, but the data is digital.
Well, after the antenna receives it, then it translates to digital, which is semantics.
No, it's not semantics. So that you can read the actual analog waveform versus you can take pulses and clicks and all that type transients within the wave, and those are the digital signal, right? Ones and zeros.
Yes, rather than analog, it's just
okay. So you can have a noisy signal, but since you're just looking at fucking pulses or modulations of amplitude or whatever, so you're looking at things within the waveform that where you're getting your data.
Yeah, but you need higher levels of frequency to transit digital.
That's a cool story. That's what they say.
What are?
Okay, so there's something called. Hey, listen.
Don't do me on that one.
I'm gonna listen. It's a bullshit because there's something called LoRa. Okay, it's a new patented radio technology.
God.
It's called LoRa.
Let me look up this.
Listen, dude, why are you interrupting me? I'm about to fucking give you some information that you didn't have before. Okay, there's something called LoRa. Okay, it's a new technology. It's low information density communication. Okay. It's gone 800 miles over sea level at 2.4 gigahertz. Where they've made a connection. Now, do you know how much curvature the Earth is in 800 miles?
I'm still gonna back up my theory. No, I don't. To answer your question, no.
800 miles.
I'm going to back up my theory that we're bouncing radio waves off of the ozone.
But I'm addressing that. 2.4 gigahertz wouldn't bounce off the ozone layer.
2.4 gigahertz is
because I know he told you high frequency does this and low frequency does that. So I specifically just told you a frequency that does not bounce, that goes 800 miles.
No, you're smoking it.
Okay.
You're smoking it. Okay, hold on.
There's a site for LoRa that shows that people have the long. What was that? Say that again.
Can I please read for a second, please, so I can get up to speed?
Dude, no.
Nigga, no.
I mean, why don't you take 5 minutes, go on mute, read everything Phil says to you, and then start over, dude.
Yeah,
this is like learning on the fly, man. I mean, I have time, but I don't have that much time.
I don't know LoRa. I don't know. I do know GPS. I do know government purpose.
Well, ask Phil to come into the chat so we can debate him on this. Ask him to come in here.
You guys made him sad. So
I don't give a shit. He's the one that's puppeting you.
He's not. He's puppeting me. You're smoking it. You're smoking the fentanyl. Like there's no fucking way.
Then why is he in your DMs?
Because what did he say? He said,
"Why do you need more time to read them?" Is the puppet falling off the hand?
He said, "Ha ha ha." He said, "Brother's so crazy. Don't take them seriously." Of course, Earth is round. We just need to chill and learn English. Okay, well, that one's not.
I'm trying to tell you, man. He wants you to listen. He wants you to hey, look.
He doesn't even know English.
Bro, he wants you. He wants you to take. He wants you to take the blue pill, bro. He doesn't want you to wake up. He wants you to stay asleep.
Okay.
Go back to sleep.
I'm using a lot of curse words and I'm trying not to. So just give me a second to read up on. I got 3 things to learn up on. All right. So just give me a couple of fucking seconds and just give me a second.
Look, so in the chat, I post exactly what I'm talking about, Laura. Straight from fucking Wikipedia, your alma mater. So I guess you'd consider that correct. Laura, long range, right? Laura Wan. And then above it, that video shows the website, which the purpose of that website, this is a new technology. It's called chirped pulse. So because they're using these high amplitude chirp pulses, they can extract data from it. So it doesn't use a lot of power because they're not doing a continuous freaking high wattage output. They're doing short, high fucking wattage output. So it's only like it transmits a lot of energy in a very short time. So it's not a continuous fucking, I'm blasting out fucking 500 megawatts of power. It's very short fucking bursts of energy. And like I said, they're chirps. So you can decompose these chirps and get data out of it. The thing is, you wouldn't hear this normally because there isn't fucking million-watt fucking antennas sitting around. The radio wave propagation is based upon how much power is coming out the antenna.
It's amazing that he has enough time to message people but not come in here. That's crazy.
I mean, I don't even want to talk to him. I have no interest. I fucking rode that pony, man. Fucking.
No, he does this every time, man. Somebody new that we're talking to, and they don't have an answer. He starts jumping in their DMs to give them some line of defense.
No, leave him alone. It's not him.
And yeah,
Stop
right.
white knighting for him, dude.
Yeah,
Like
right,
you don't
dude.
even know him.
I
We've
don't
known him for
know
years.
him, but I have my own opinions.
Yeah,
So
if you
don't
knew-
be
if you
putting
actually-
my opinions on him.
Listen, if you actually knew him, you wouldn't defend him. Let's put it that way.
Then that's fine. That's okay.
You got
I
one
don't know
tiny
him.
jigsaw puzzle piece, acting like you know the whole picture.
And I asked for some time to research, so give me 5 minutes. Is that acceptable?
Okay, you want to research Professor Phil? Research troll.
Or the Shenandrian failure.